Welcome back, my friends, for another fun reloading video. Today we're just playing with some 9mm. Just loading up some rounds to have on hand, you know, for practice or whatever. We've got the berries, 115 grain round nose today. It's a plated bullet. And it weighs, you know, 115 grains. I've had these laying around for a while now, so I figured it was time to use them up. By use them up, I mean, you know, load them up and have them sitting around. Oh, here's a NATO head stamp. Get that out of here. I don't want to be playing with any of them crimps. Don't want to be playing with the crimp, because screw that. That one felt real tight though. That one's a Gila. Uncrimped. There's an S&B. Get out of here. There we go. I usually try and sort most of them out, but you know, can't find them all. And it doesn't hurt to be inspecting them right now anyways, because, you know, I've found a couple with some cracks, and I've found some other questionable ones. I found a 380 case. So even if you think you sorted your brass earlier, it still always needs inspected every time you pick up a new piece. Always got to check it out. Because, you know, if you're looking at thousands of pieces at a time, you're not going to catch every imperfection ever, every single time. So, multiple inspections. Well, you guys know that? You're a smart crowd, right? Yeah, as we can see, everything's running nice and smooth. We are using our Unis Ginex primers here, the Bosnian ones. So I got a couple hundred of those out. And we're also using our Longshot. We're using 5.9 grains of Longshot, which is just under the max. I believe is 6 grains. But we've shot this load a bunch in the past, and my guns love it. It's a little snappy, but it's not bad. It helps you focus getting back on target and your grip and all that fun stuff. But I've never run these over the chronograph, so that'll be kind of fun to collect some of that data and see how it's actually been performing. If you remember a while way back, when I first started playing with this load, we're having a little bit of blow-by on the side of the cases with some of those gases. So we tightened up the crimp a little bit, and it seemed to help. But it could just be how Longshot acts, really, because I've never used it in any other loads before, I don't think. But with this being near max and a fairly heavy crimp, I would say, we should be preventing any of that blow-by and such, but yeah, whatever. It's all good because they shoot real good like. And as you can see, we can do this pretty efficiently, pretty quick. But it's not a race. You know, like I said, I'm inspecting each case before we even size it. I've checked our overall length. We've checked our powder measure every time we refill the primer tube, just to keep everything consistent. And it's running real smooth today. Real good. So I've got my Lee sizer die in the front in station number 1. Damn it. There we go. And then that moves over here to the powder funnel and powder measure. And then we turn to stage 3 where we're seating it. We have our RCBS taper crimp seeder die combo, but I don't have it. Wow. Funnel. I don't have it engaging the crimp here on stage 3 because on stage 4 from the Lee die set, I took that seating and taper crimp combo, and I'm having that one only taper crimp and not seat bullets. So I like to do it in separate stages. Seems like you have more control, and it also seems like it'd be hard to both crimp while this, you know, crimp and seat at the same time. It seems like you're moving a lot of material around for one step, when we could have it seated perfectly first and then squeeze around it later. I don't know, maybe that's what the die is already doing. Could be my ignorance on the subject, who knows? That's probably it, like normal. But anyways, that's my setup. Lee sizing die, Dillon powder funnel through adapter and all that, RCBS seeder, and Lee crimping. Works pretty well. Well enough for my purposes, rather. Yeah. So it's you know, it's raining all weekend. Like today, it's Friday. It's pouring already. Thunderstorms all day. Let's give that another little. There we go. Crappy weather. Not gonna get any range time all weekend because of the crappy weather. So why not just load up a bunch of ammo instead, right? Never hurt anybody to have too much ammo on hand. But in my recent reloading chores videos where I've been just sizing mountains of bullets, I need to do the workups and developments for those before I load up, you know, a big pile of those. So we need to do that. I've got several powders to test. Several of them I think would do great, you know. And from the MP mold, I did some of those with the solid points. What's that? R-Tech plus P. That looks like crap. This thing's all beat up. We're gonna load it anyways, ha! Anyways, yeah, I got several powders I want to try. And that MP mold with the solid flat nose instead of the hollow points. Those came out at 143 grains. So that's going to be a lot of fun to have some big, heavy hitting subsonic loads. Come on now. I wonder if I can, you know, dial in right at 1050 or wherever that subsonic threshold is. And that way, if they don't hit 1100 or 1150 out at 25 yards or wherever, they're not passing through that transonic threshold there. So that's not going to disrupt their flight. So if it's already going under that threshold, it can't pass back through it. So that's why we need to find a load. Again, maybe 1,000 or 1,050 with those big heavy bullets. And that could be a lot of fun. Ooh. But conversely, you know, if you're doing a 120 grain, 115 grain bullet like these, we're going to really try and push them hard. But these, you know, this is, like I said, is almost a max load with Longshot, which is a fairly slow burning powder, which should be giving us some higher velocities than, say, tight group or tight wad or any of those faster burning powders, if my barrel's the proper length. So that's the key thing. So I can't wait to try these on the chrono, like I said. Should be cool. Should be good. And it should be fun to dial in those subs, like do a ladder and, oh gosh, do a ladder and see where my velocity is, and then see if we can dial in, you know, some good deviations with a powder. That one got hung up a little bit. There we go. And yeah, I'm just rambling at this point, but it's all good. We're up here loading on a Friday. So yeah, we can't complain about that. Let's do a quick spot check on our powder. Turn on our crappy scale. Spot check on the powder. Beautiful. Right on the money. Although I don't really have a whole lot of trust in this scale. It's just a quick reference, you know. But it's good enough. It's good enough. That's why we go under the max. Because if it happens to throw a 1/10 over, we're still safe. And also, if it throws a 1/10 under, well, it should still function our gun, and we'll probably not know the difference while we're actually shooting them. So, we lost another. What the hell? Do I need to play with my little ramp there or something? Where'd he go? There she be. And we're down to our last few primers here for this tube, so we shall refill it. Plus 100. Yay, primers. Now don't be scared. There will be more. That's not the end of the primers, so, you know, just load them up, brother. And here we are. Oh, that one was tight. Dang, Aguila. I swear they're not crimped, but they're super tight. Okay, this next one is also Aguila. So let's try it. Yeah, see, I want to give a little pop, but we can look at them here. I guess, is that totally crimped inside there? Is it staked into the, around the, yeah, I bet so. But I don't know, man. Whatever, they seem to go in. They seem to work. So should we run out of bullets or run out of primers first? I think I'll have a couple of primers left. Or, sorry, I think I'll have a couple of bullets left. But then we'll have 300 on hand, which is my goal, because I've got, I got these 3 things over here I want to fill up with 100 each to have those on hand. And, oh yeah. What were you? A blazer. You felt tight. Alrighty. And whenever we go to test these on the chronograph, I'm not going to sort them by head stamps right now, but I can look at the 3 boxes of 300 and find 5 or 10 matching head stamps whenever I go to test it, so we can see what kind of consistency those have. And heck, I could probably test 5 or 10 different head stamps through this random mess here. Maybe we'll do that. We'll see the different case capacities of our rounds. That could be sort of fun, right? Wait, who are you? PPU, okay. But that could be fun tests. That could be a fun thing to do. We don't have to sort them right now, but again, at the range, I can probably find 5 or 10 different brands with 5 or 10 of each. And we can do some kind of tests, right? That sounds fun. A whole day of 9mm. Oh. So do you guys like these videos? When I'm just kind of sitting here and loading and rambling. So I did the 300 blackout one a couple weeks ago. I did the 38 special like way long ago. And I'm just kind of bringing you guys along here and rambling about my process without doing a full, in-depth how-to video. But it's kind of fun, right? Maybe I need some music in the background that won't get copywritten or stricken or whatever. Oop. Oh, you was a tight one, Blazer. Why you gotta be like that, Blazer? Is Blazer CCI? Spear, Blazer, CCI, it's all Vista Outdoors. And then you got Federal in there as well. So who's Blazer? Are they part of that mess? I don't know. There's another Blazer. This case is dirty too. Yeah, had a little ledge on it, it felt like going in. But they seem tight, which is good. There we are. Federal. I'm gonna have to change my overflow bucket here, because we're about to start losing them. Oh, that one was a tight one. There's a 380 case. We'll get you out of here. RWS. Okay, yeah, whatever. That one felt gushy and gross. RWS, that was a gross one. And then we got a Winchester. The good old crappy white box brass. It works just fine. Oh. There we go. Alright, we'll change up angles here and I'll meet you on the other side. Come on. Gotta get it just perfect under that little springy. Oh yeah, we're changing views here. We gotta mix it up for the people. Alright, leave it there so I can't screw anything up. Stand by. Hopefully that's just a great shot of my arm, right? Oh, it is. It is. Well, let's, you know, get creative here and move around the arm. Arm. We gotta come in low. Okay, how's that? Still just a bunch of arm. Whatever, you guys are gonna have to deal with it. Dang, we got some thunder going on out there. Some dang old thunder going on. I actually like the thunderstorms. It's nice and cooling and soothing, and could probably crack the windows and have a nice breeze coming in here. And there we have it. There's our 300 rounds loaded up. I had about 20 extra bullets left over, so I'll just keep those to maybe play with and load up 1 or 2 here and there just to maybe test a powder or a velocity or something. Who knows? It's, you know, always good to have a couple spares on hand. But anyways, yeah, we went through some primers, but boo-hoo, look at what we have now. So you got to trade one thing for another. You can't just stack those to the ceiling. It doesn't help if you don't have any of the other parts. So at the end of the day, I have more ammo than I started with, and I'll call it a win. But, you know, we're just here rambling anyways, so thanks for joining me, folks. I appreciate you spending your time here. I know you could be doing like anything else with your time, but we like to look at the shiny, pretty stuff too. Anyways, if you enjoy this sort of content, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at DummyRoundOfficial. We will see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.